Hello my dear family and welcome to Perima's kitchen. I am Solina. Today I'm making a vegetarian dish called Thakkali Sadam, which is a tomato rice. But this is no ordinary rice. It is full of flavor and you will absolutely love it. As usual, all the ingredients and quantities will be found in the drop-down description below. So first I'm boiling approximately 1.5 to 2 cups of rice. This dish serves approximately 2 people. Add your salt and let your rice boil, and while it's boiling we will make our tomato chutney base. It has been a tough couple of months. I lost my second Perima, my mother's second eldest sister, as well as my husband lost his father, my father-in-law, who was very near and dear to me, and therefore I haven't been posting as often. I am back, but please be patient with me. I don't think we can ever get over loss. In time, however, we will learn to manage and hopefully heal. So I first added some oil, approximately 1 to 2 teaspoons of oil to your pot. And once it's hot, you can then add your mustard seeds. Okay, and this is an important step because those mustard seeds need to pop. Only once it pops are the flavors released. You can then start adding your curry leaves, fresh curry leaves and green chilies. And I only added 2, but you can go extra if you want more heat. Allow those curry leaves and the chilies and the mustard seeds to infuse that oil. That's where all the flavor is that's going to make your Thakkali Sadam so tasty. Add your diced onions, and this is just 1 sliced onion, sliced very thinly. And once your onion is slightly translucent, you can then proceed to add tomatoes. I'm only going to add 2 large tomatoes which I've diced. It's a personal preference if you want to take the skins off or leave them on. I don't mind. I usually do keep all my skins on. I like the roughage and the texture that it adds to the rice. Give your tomatoes a few minutes just to infuse with all those base flavors, and then we can proceed to add our spices. First I'm going to add chili powder. This is 1 heap teaspoon of Kashmiri chili powder, and if you want to go more, add a little extra if you want that spiciness. Next I'm adding turmeric, just a teaspoon of turmeric, and garam masala, teaspoon of garam masala. And a top tip, if you don't have garam masala, add jeera powder. It is so tasty. I sometimes do prefer it with jeera powder. And if you are adding jeera powder, a teaspoon is suffice. Add some salt to taste. We're going to mix our chutney base, our tomato base, and we're going to let it simmer. There's no need at all to add any water at all. We don't want to dilute those flavors. All you need to have it on is a medium heat. When it's ready, you can switch off until your rice is ready, and then combine the both ingredients. So now I'm just going to let it simmer on a low heat until my rice is almost ready to be added. You can also check up on it every couple of minutes because we don't want it to dry out. We just want it to reach a thick chutney consistency. So my tomato chutney is now ready. I'm going to switch it off and check on the rice. The rice is also ready. It's beautifully fluffy. I'm now ready to strain. And once I've strained all the water, I will then add it to the tomato chutney. Always set your rice aside for a little bit so that any water evaporates. I'm turning my tomato chutney back onto low. So there's some heat when I'm combining the rice to the chutney. Proceed to add all of your rice, your fluffy rice. If you want your Thakkali Sadam more intense in flavor, you can keep some rice behind and give it a more concentrated taste. And if it's too spicy for the kids, you can add some extra rice to make it less concentrated or less spicy. Mix gently until all your rice and your tomato chutney has combined. I'm now going to add some ghee, and ghee is going to give it a lovely rich flavor. And if you don't have ghee, you can definitely use butter instead. So drizzle some on. A teaspoon or two is suffice, and then mix again. And at this point you can taste a little and decide if the flavors are too strong or it's too concentrated or too spicy for you. And if you want to, you can add some extra rice on top. Add it and mix in once again. And finally, when you completely mixed it through, it's never completed until you add some fresh coriander. Again, before I serve, I like to mix my coriander in. That taste of dhania also adds to the flavor of your Thakkali Sadam. Now you can enjoy this dish on its own. You can add some dal and pickles. You can add some braised chicken or prawn chutney, whatever you fancy. And as always, the proof is in the eating.
So tasty.
I hope you enjoy this flavorful dish. It brings back memories of my ayah growing up with my granny. If you haven't subscribed, kindly subscribe, and don't forget to like and share and comment. I will see you soon. Lots of love, Solina.